Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Oakland Raiders. Ready to go now on a sunny afternoon in the East Bay. And off we go from Oakland. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown. Back.
Now! 58, 58. 180. 180, we're good. 185.
Check 13. Shoot!
Hand me. We do it!
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Play action, now it's Carr. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
And taken right on the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Jim.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hart. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Check out. 5, 6, 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
One man. Watch the curve.
52. Watch the curve.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 24. Now a give right side. It's Hart. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
5, 675.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. Ebron with it over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Mexico!
On first down, it's Long. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. Where do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let him know. 58. Go. Mike, 58.
Carr going to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Switch. Right and run. Express.
Throwing now is Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He was brought down at the 26.
I'm going to get you all.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Oakland. The homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Carr now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
50 the mic. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need enough stop here on 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give right side. It's Hines. There he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, 75 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Carr. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the 46-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 50. Check 50.
After the interception, it's Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. Luck to Hilton on the hook up there. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there, with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Point after try forthcoming. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2.
Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
Now that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Hey, Orbit.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 14. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
Hey, we're good.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. Man open left side. It's Williams. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Carr. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Carr. And this is Carr. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Locke. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Protein spill.
On 2nd down now. It's Hart. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hart. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Hines. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
So we got man.
12.
To throw is Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking deep for Hilton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. And he'll spot Hurd open left side. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Let's get it. Down. 6:37. Go.
To throw on third down. Carr. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. They go play action here on first down. Lets it go for Nelson. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
93.
Here's Carr to throw. Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Delaney Walker there to make the grab. And the Raiders get a score closer.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Shift. One back. 11B.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Luck. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Luck. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. Luck now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Hey, 4 down. 12.
And to give this time to the tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Check out. Record. Kill.
Check 52.
Now on 2nd and 13. Luck. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long.
Got his left. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Showing it. Go ahead. Check 49.
Now Luck. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams, 89 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Colts take over first.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Luck now to throw. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing his line. Looking deep for Hilton. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Let's go,
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, it's Carr. And he locates Walker, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
7:34.
First and 10 at the 37.
On first down, Carr. Caught left side, Williams. A big play that time for the Raiders. 49 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Jacobs. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hart, and able to to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Indianapolis.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory.